I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a little ruthless aggression with Brock Lesnar from the brand new Mattel Ruthless Aggression line.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today we got something extra special as we've got Brock Lesnar from the brand new Mattel Walmart exclusive Ruthless Aggression line. But remember, for all your WWE Mattel needs, AEW Jazzwares needs, and a whole lot more, to hit up Ringside Collectibles, use discount code Kyle to save 10%. So now today, the time has finally come as we start the unboxings of the brand new Mattel Ruthless Aggression wave. As you guys know, I love myself some Ruthless Aggression era Jakks figures, a hallmark of the channel along with the classic superstars. Been a big fan of those for a long time. As you guys know, we worked on completing that collection. What is time? 2 years ago, let's call it. Maybe it was a year and a half. I don't know. Whatever it was, you guys know I'm all in on those. And we're going to be taking a look at some of those. And we're going to do this video like we do all the other videos on the channel. We're going to take a look at this packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to do some pretty sweet comparisons towards the end of the video. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll see what is old is new again, some might say. And I thought Brock was the perfect one to unbox first from this line, as I literally just walked in the front door from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I went to the Toy Posse, the old Minnesota Toy Posse. Check out their YouTube channel. Cheap plug for those guys. I was at their toy event, but the night before, on Friday, I was at WWE SmackDown. I was planning on the toy show. It was a last-minute decision. Said, hey, do I go to SmackDown? Old David C. Anderson and I decided, yeah, let's get tickets for SmackDown. We went. Of course, Vince McMahon was there. My boy Riddle was there against Roman Reigns. Unfortunately, did not win. But the big surprise at the end of the show, which ties it back into this video, was Brock Lesnar. He came out at the end of SmackDown. So it sounds like we're going to get Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, I think for the first time ever, or maybe the 15th. I'm not sure. Somebody can fact check that. But anyways, Brock Lesnar, he's back in the mainstream once again. He's going to wrestle Roman at SummerSlam, it sounds like. And a perfect time to throw it all the way back, because we know we're going to get Cowboy Lesnar in the near future. But let's throw it all the way back to the Ruthless Aggression era. Let's throw it back to rookie Brock Lesnar, and that's what we have right here today. So without further ado, let's start looking at the package here. Like I said, Walmart exclusive is where these are. So be on the lookout at your Walmarts, hopefully fairly soon. We'll see what happens with these guys. But of course, the packaging, uniform but different, as some of these sublines historically are, of course. And like I said, Walmart exclusive with this one, so you can only get it at Walmart. You got Brock Lesnar, a little glamour shot. Young Brock Lesnar here. I met Brock Lesnar around this time, and I have very rarely been in awe of the size of a wrestler. I've met a lot of wrestlers over the years, but I remember meeting Brock around this time frame this is based on, when he first started in the WWE at the time. He blocked me out like the sun and the moon. I mean, it was unbelievable. I was a very big dude. I'm still a big dude. I don't know, I'm a big dude. Whatever. But he blocked me out. You couldn't see me behind him. That's how big he was at the time. So definitely crazy. Definitely a version of Brock I really do remember from, of course, back in the day. But there's Brock Lesnar, WWE logo right there, Elite logo right there. Ruthless Aggression at the very top. Now, this is a love letter, of course, to the Jakks line back in the day. As we all know there, we got True Effects, we got Brock Lesnar, we got Certified Authentic, we got the Elite logo, and then we got old mean Brock right there, young and ready to go, ready to throw down, who doesn't know where his life was going to take him. Would it take him to the Vikings? Would it take him to the UFC? Or maybe it'll just take him back to the WWE arena. So there it is. And then in the back, we got the cross sell, we got Shawn Michaels, we got Batista, we got Brock Lesnar. We'll unbox all those on the channel as we usually do. It's just a three-man band set on this one, which is interesting. You'd think there'd be four, but is what it is. And of course, we know we're getting a series 2 of these, so stay tuned for those in the future. We got the blurb, we got the tail of the tape, WWE logo, the glamour shot of Brock in the ring. Let's see what it says about Brock on the back of the package here. From Minneapolis, Minnesota, beautiful this time of year. Like I said, I just left there 2 hours ago. Height 6'3", weight 286 pounds, and of course his old finishing move, the old F5. Oh yes, the F5. Career highlights, Universal Champion, WWE Champion, UFC Champion? Maybe. Earning every accolade in his rookie year, from King of the Ring to the Royal Rumble to the Undisputed Champion, Brock Lesnar showed why he's the next big thing. And man, he sure did. He sure did. And once again, this is young Brock. And I figured perfect time to grab out a little Ruthless Aggression Attitude Era. I guess not really Attitude Era. It's Ruthless Aggression Era is what it is. But we got Brock right here. Thought I'd kind of compare these two together. Very cool to have the yin and yang of these right here like this. So you guys know, like I said, I love my Jacks. I love my Mattel Elites. I love it all in the wrestling figure world. But thought we'd compare those real quick. But now let's get down to it. Let's get old Brock out of the package. See what all the fuss is about. And oh, there's fuss. Oh, there's fuss. There it is, WWE logo, and there's the old kind of scratch logo going on, and it says the best of Ruthless Aggression. So we know we're getting a best of greatest hits line for the Mattel Elite. That's kind of what we got a little bit going on here in some ways, and we'll talk about it when we get him out of the package. There it is. See you later. Goodbye, Brock. Plastic prison time. There he is, Brock Lesnar in the plastic prison. Love the WWE title. You don't get that title a whole lot, as we all know. And then we get 2 fists with Brock. You got to have the fist. He's got to be ready to throw down at a moment's notice. I mean, we've all seen Brock. You know he's using the fist, so we got to have those for sure. Pop those bad boys out. Pop Brock out. And we are off to the old races. See you later. Goodbye. There it goes. Get the old string out. See you later. There it is. Start off with the 2 fists. We've seen Fist of Fury before, so nothing new here, but 2 fists. You guys know old Kyle, he's appreciating that. Now we get down to the title belt, of course, Brock. And I always think of Brock with this title. I mean, a few guys held this. Eddie Guerrero held this belt, of course, as we all know. But Brock is the one I always think of with this. And I don't know, maybe that's just me. Give it to Hogan. Give it to Hogan. But Brock looks good here. We've seen it before. We'll see it again, I'm sure, eventually. World Wrestling Entertainment, it says right there. Just always good to get a title belt. It's always a good accessory to get. You know, one thing they did mention back in the day is, what is the day? I don't know, but let's say 6 months ago when they announced this line, they were going to put some accessories with these to kind of harken back to the Ruthless Aggression days. Well, this one, we got a table with this one. We didn't get that here, unfortunately. But I believe the Batista one does come with the lamp, and we'll talk about that in the review when that time comes. So we didn't get a table with this one like we did his Ruthless Aggression figure. But now we got Brock out of the package. This is a great one because we know this Brock's been kind of released in the past. As usual, older elites do gain value, get a lot harder to get. A lot of people want this version of Brock Lesnar in their collection. Well, now they have a chance. So it is good what they're doing. It's bad for longtime collectors like me, but there's enough to be dangerous here. There's enough new that circles me in to pick this one up, even though I do have a past release version, and I might as well put that one here right now. Kind of a very similar version of Brock from back in the day. Basically the same figure, except some changes, and we'll talk about that here in a second. We'll have some glamour shots comparing them as well. But let's start with the head on Brock Lesnar. That's where it looks really new. It's a young version of Brock. Looking good, looking mean and determined, where this one's got an open mouth. This one's just kind of a crazy, almost the Andre the Giant eyes is what this reminds me of here. Got the fade on the side of the hair, and then he's got the hair at the top. Very, mid-2000s hairdo, of course. Brock, big, muscular figure as well, as you can imagine. We all know what Brock looks like, but you got the big old traps going on. Of course, you got his 2 shoulder tattoos and his big back tattoo going on. Of course, you got to have that. Now, this is before some of the other tattoos. As you guys know, no chest tattoo. He didn't have it at the time, so it's not going to be on this figure. You do get the black trunks, but you do get the kind of skeletal design on the back of the trunks. Exact same thing we get with this figure as well. So that is keeping it similar to the one we got in the past. Of course, now you break down the articulation. The head moves, of course. Let's see, the head removable. Yep, head removes very easily, like we've seen with modern-day elites in the last year or so. So you can pop this head off very easily. You do get the shoulders. Of course, they move all around, up, down, all around, everything a typical elite does. You've had an elite before, I'm sure. Bicep cut, double-jointed, pinless elbows. You guys know I absolutely love the pinless joints. So that is the update we have here. So we have a new head. We have some new pinless joints here. No more pins. A lot cleaner look. We get extra hands. So there is some differences. Of course, you do get the same title belt. So there isn't any differences in the accessories there. But you got that. Of course, hands removable. You got the painted on black wrist tape going on. Then you get down to the articulation down low. You've got the thigh cut right there, of course. Double jointed knees. There is pins, of course, as we see. Double jointed though. You do get the boot cut, and then you get the ankle rocker. Very, very tight ankles, like we see with a lot of these Mattel Elites over the years. But he does not come with a shirt. No Polly Pocket style. No soft goods. Does he fit on a Ringside Collectible stand? And of course, you can get these at Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. AEW Jazzware is only ones in stock right now, but the Mattel ones will be coming soon. Definitely want to pick some of those up when those do land. But of course, he fits like an absolute glove right here. And he looks good. It looks really good. But I can see you longtime collectors maybe saying, you know what, I don't really need this. I don't need this. This is good enough for me. The pinless joints isn't that big of a difference. Maybe you don't like this head sculpt compared to this one. Whatever floats your boat out there, you know. But there is some differences. Be it very minor, there is still differences between these. And we talked about that Ruthless Aggression one. I pulled that one out as well. So we'll get some comparison picks with these guys. But you can kind of see how things have changed over the last 17 years or whatever it's been. The evolution of Brock Lesnar, of this era of Brock Lesnar, kind of the different eras between Jakks, Mattel, and all the fun stuff right there. But a very, very interesting one. A strong start to the Ruthless Aggression line. I know we're going to get a lot of reuse, getting the most out of your molds with this, but some tweaks as well. And that's not a bad thing all the time. And we always have to take that big business step back. Even if Kyle says, man, I don't want this, I already have this. Well, there's a lot of people that don't have this. There's tons of new collectors in the line. There's tons of new Brock Lesnar fans that weren't around back then. And Mattel, guess what? They're not a nonprofit. They are a business, and they see an opportunity to make money. They're going to take it, and you can't fault anybody for that. It's up to us, as the consumer, to vote with our wallet. So if we're not into it, pass on it. That'll send a message to Mattel. But if we're into it, and we buy this like crazy, and it sells well for Walmart, guess what? The line will continue. We'll get a lot more of this stuff in the future. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? What are your thoughts on this Brock Lesnar? All in, all out, somewhere in the middle? Can't figure it out yet? Wait and see. Let me know your thoughts on this one if you're going to pick it up down the road. Let me know. Of course, you made it this far, you might as well like the video. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell, as we're going to unbox Batista next, and we'll get to HBK eventually, but Batista will be coming next, so you don't want to miss that. Hit the old notification bells. We'll be unboxing him very, very soon on the channel, among a million other things, as you guys know. And then, of course, if you want to support the channel, the best way to do that is on Patreon, where you can get this video, many other videos much, much earlier, exclusive content, bonus content, giveaways, a lot going on the Patreon. And like I said, best of all, you get to support the channel. Follow along at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. Depending when you're watching this, at the end of June, there is an Instagram giveaway going on. You might want to enter into that. All kinds of giveaways on the channel, as you guys know. And then, of course, ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. So there it is, Brock Lesnar, Ruthless Aggression style. I am Kyle, and I will see you guys all real soon.